The recent 90 Fe-unit bulk export order of Wuling Yangguang EV to Africa has drawn mixed views in the industry. Many outsiders see it as a lucky low Fe price volume deal with little technical value. Few people truly examine why this ordinary Fe-looking light commercial vehicle keeps getting large repeat orders in Africa, while many better Fe-equipped, well-Fe-known passenger cars struggle to achieve mass sales in auto export. Market fit beats hard work. Most Chinese sellers apply domestic evaluation standards to Africa, prioritizing smart cockpits, driving assistance, and premium interiors. These features, valued by Chinese consumers, become obstacles in mainstream African markets. To understand Africa's 1.6 billion Fe-person market, we can look back at China 20 to 30 years ago. Back then, car buyers cared mainly about low price, big carrying space, and solid durability. Cars were profit Fe-making tools instead of comfort Fe-oriented consumer goods. Today, Africa's auto consumption follows this same logic. Spacious, tough, and cost Fe-effective vehicles win preference. The 90 Fe-unit order is not luck, but the result of precise product Fe market matching. China's domestic auto market is now stock Fe market competition driven by consumption upgrade. Buyers focus on interior quality, smart experience, and brand image. This standard does not fit most African countries. Main African buyers are commercial operators, individual traders, and small Fe-hand Fe-medium enterprises. For them, vehicles are pure production tools judged by cost Fe recovery speed and profit Fe generating capacity. Intelligent screens, seat ventilation, and active noise reduction bring no practical value for commercial use. Local clients refuse to pay for these extra functions and worry complex electronics raise failure and maintenance costs. Attributes considered low Fe-end in China: large space, strong load capacity, high reliability, low running cost, and easy repair become core competitiveness in Africa. Decades ago, minivans and light passenger vehicles dominated China's grassroots market. They had low purchase cost, flexible passenger Fe-hand Fe-cargo space, simple mechanical structure, low failure rates, and cheap spare parts. They supported countless family businesses with clear return Fe investment. Africa is now at a similar development stage. Fast urbanization creates strong demand for short Fe distance intercity passenger transport. A growing private economy needs more freight and commuter vehicles. Poor public transport makes private commercial vehicles the main travel option. Under such conditions, multi-seat commercial vehicles generating steady cash flow deliver more value than high Fe-end 5 Fe-seat family cars that only consume money. Many new African Fe market dealers make a typical mistake, projecting Chinese consumption habits onto overseas markets. They assume Chinese best Fe sellers will sell well abroad, ignoring huge gaps in development level and value standards. With such supply Fe-demand mismatch, neither channel expansion nor price discounts can secure stable bulk orders. Wuling Yangguang EV succeeds in Africa largely because its product features match local commercial demands perfectly. It cuts unnecessary smart configurations and invests cost in space, loading capacity, and reliability. The legal conversion from 9 seats to 14 lifts operational efficiency by nearly 60%, raising single Fe trip income and shortening payback cycles for local merchants. To African buyers, purchasing this vehicle means buying a profit Fe-generating device. Compared with traditional fuel Fe-burning commercial vehicles, it strikes an ideal balance among price, transport capacity, running expense, and maintenance difficulty. In transport capacity, the 14 Fe-seat layout maximizes passenger volume and fits Africa's frequent short Fe-haul intercity routes at an average fare of $5 per Pascal Senger. The converted vehicle earns an extra 20 Fe $5 per trip. With 4 round trips daily, extra daily income reaches $100, adding around $3,000 each month. This tangible profit attracts local operators. Its box Fe-shaped interior allows flexible refitting for passengers or cargo, suiting both big transport companies and individual traders with mixed needs. On cost, its bulk purchase price sits well below traditional 14 Fe-seat fuel-light buses, lowering customers' initial investment. New energy brings major running Fe coast advantages. Many African regions have rich solar resources and cheap electricity. A fuel vehicle spends more than $15 per 100 kilometers. Wuling Yangguang EV costs under $5 per 100 kilometers. For vehicles running 100,000 kilometers per year, energy savings alone can hit $10,000 annually. Electric cars remove engines and gearboxes, cutting maintenance frequency and expense. Business buyers care little about new Fe-energy environmental concepts. They focus on measurable cost savings and clear investment return cycles. A common myth says electric vehicles are hard to maintain in Africa. In reality, pure Fei electric powertrains contain far fewer components and failure points than fuel systems. Wuling Yangguang EV uses proven 3 Fei electric systems without redundant electronic gadgets, keeping failure rates low. Local mechanics can handle basic repairs easily. We supply complete spare Fei part kits and technical support for core assemblies to avoid long downtimes caused by part shortages. In contrast, smart passenger cars loaded with sensors and driving Fei aid hardware break easily on rough African roads. Local technicians lack corresponding repair skills, leaving broken vehicles idle, a heavy loss for commercial users. Its 4 Fei 100 Fei 40 Fei km driving range covers the typical 2 Fei 100 Fei 2 Fei 3 Fei 100 Fei km daily intercity operating distance in Africa. It meets daily work requirements without range anxiety and avoids wasting money on excessive battery capacity. Combined advantages in cost, capacity, reliability, and serviceability lower the threshold for bulk purchasing. African auto Fei export profits are not limited to simple buying Fei and Fei-selling price gaps. Bulk commercial Fei vehicle orders bring diverse, steady income sources. Although per unit gross profit is lower than retail high-end cars, bulk business offers scale stability, high repurchase rates, and multiple value-faded profits. First comes wholesale margin. Experienced dealers get cost advantages through stable domestic supply chains and large Fei volume procurement. Second is refit premium. The 9 Fei 2 Fei 14 Fei seat conversion is a locally urgent high Fei value custom service. Low domestic refitting costs create decent premium income and strengthen customer loyalty. Other custom work, including cargo Fei box upgrading, chassis reinforcement, and solar Fei panel installation, further lifts earnings. Third, after Fei sales and spare Fei part supply create long Fei term revenue. High-intensity operation wears parts and requires battery maintenance, producing repeat business. Bulk vehicle sales are only the start of cooperation. Follow Fei up service profits often exceed original vehicle Fei sale profits. Short Fei-sighted new dealers chase one Fei off deals and ignore after Fei sales setup. Professional dealers build local spare Fei part warehouses and cooperate with neighborhood repair shops to lock in long Fei term clients. Fourth, bulk orders reduce marginal costs. Full Fei container shipping, batch customs clearance, and unified documents cut logistics and labor spending. Larger purchase volumes also strengthen bargaining power with manufacturers. Bulk commercial orders deliver better overall stability and profitability than scattered retail business. The so-called low Fei profit African market describes low Fei end retail red ocean. Commercial Fei vehicle operation remains a profitable blue ocean. Many dealers enter Africa, yet few obtain steady bulk orders, largely due to cognitive errors. Some treat Africa as a dumping ground for domestic stock vehicles. But Fei and commercial buyers demand high reliability. Downtime means direct financial loss. Poor Fei quality inventory ruins reputation and ends long Fei term cooperation. Some newcomers start destructive price wars, sacrificing profit for orders. African business clients evaluate total return Fei and Fei investment instead of merely low sticker price. Cheap cars with high failure and maintenance costs are not truly cost Fei effective. Price Fei only competition also creates very weak customer loyalty. Other dealers focus only on vehicle sales and neglect supporting services. Auto export is never one Fei shot trade. Fei and customers need complete maintenance, spare Fei parts supply, and technical backup. Without follow Fei up support, cooperation ends quickly. Leading dealers bind clients with localized services to secure repeat purchases. Blindly copying domestic hit models represents another mistake. Many firms export family Fei-oriented new Fei Energy passenger cars to Africa with poor sales results. Local residents lack purchasing power for private smart cars, and such models cannot satisfy commercial Fei operation requirements. Right now, Africa's passenger Fei car market faces fierce competition and shrinking profits, while new Fei Energy commercial Fei vehicle tracks remain promising blue oceans with strong demand and insufficient supply. China's auto exports to Africa keep growing fast, and new Fei Energy vehicle growth outpaces fuel Fei vehicle growth. Export focus shifts from family cars toward commercial vehicles because new energy shows outstanding cost advantages in business scenarios. The African market shows clear regional differences. North and South Africa see rising demand for mid-Fei to Fei high Fei end passenger cars. West and East Africa still prioritize practical low Fei coast work Fei-oriented commercial vehicles. Over the next 1 to 2 years, new Fei Energy commercial Fei vehicle penetration in Africa will rise fast, driven by real Fei world cost benefits. Custom Fei fitting capability will become core competitive strength. Orders will gradually concentrate among leading dealers, squeezing small Fei scale sellers. In 3 to 5 years, localization will become the main trend. Major players will build local assembly plants to take advantage of tariff incentives and lower overall costs. Industry competition will move beyond simple vehicle trading toward supply chain integration, custom refitting, and localized service capacity. Small and medium dealers can gain edges by focusing on niche segments and polishing product and service solutions. The 90 unit Wuling Yangguang EV order comes from accurate market adaptation rather than brilliant sales skill or extreme cost performance. Many exporters try to educate overseas markets using advanced Chinese products while ignoring the basic rule: meet existing market demands. Different economic development stages create different consumption needs. No car is absolutely good or bad. It is either suitable or unsuitable. Today, Africa's hunger for durable, affordable tool vehicles mirrors China's minivan era decades ago. In auto export, cognitive gaps set profit boundaries and market share limits. Blind trend chasing brings only marginal gains. Insight into underlying market logic wins long term dividends. Africa's 1.6 billion person market is far from saturated, and dividends belong to practitioners who understand and adapt to real world local needs.